First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Tight is Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo.
Play action. Now Jackson trucks over him. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Kaepernick now to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Kaepernick to throw again. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Lindsey, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
No, we changed it.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Check back 12. Hey, report. Report.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 12.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Check Mike 12. Mike 12. Mike 12. Get that quarterback at all costs. Check, 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 check. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride.
Oh,
and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
To throw is Jackson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Rolling to his right. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. George Kittle with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick.
Here we go. Here we go.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. That is caught by Cohen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Watch twist. Mike 12. Mike 12. Target.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our field. Middle. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Pick the edge.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Mike 34. Scoop.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down.
Again, he targets Moore. This one is complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. Woo-hoo!
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Now Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job. And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field.
Touchdown, Bengals. Rondale Moore. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
180. What is it? Mike 12, Mike 12.
I got you. I got you.
They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Mike 12. Mike 12. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Being chased out left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chase Claypool becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Monday. They let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
34 is the mic. Here we go, D. Here I go.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. On the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Check. Fresno. Check three. What?
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Out to his left.
SOS.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He finds his man, complete. It's Moore.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 15 he goes.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he steps away. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. Hey, 91. You got tight right there. Shift.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. Rolling to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Rondale Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. This one caught by Kittle, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play, and what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Watch 7. You don't want this.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Woods.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bengals 46-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 1. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
Let's go.
Jackson from the shotgun. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
No, we changed it.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tariq Cohen, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many won't.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Kaepernick. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And this is caught. He hits more. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These 2 teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Kaepernick going to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Rondale Moore with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for Cleveland. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Check Mike 12. Mike 12. Mike 12. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second and 10.
Go, go, go. 3 down. 3 down. Mike 12. Mike.
Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by George Iloka. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Mike 34. Mike 34. Scoop.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Kaepernick. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Kaepernick to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Mike 34. Mike 34. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Bound to lose one.
Here's Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now Jackson on first down.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Again, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
He's checking.
On third down, Jackson forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
Quick slant, caught by Moore.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To throw is Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. He's going to look deep for Moore. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10.
And the Browns are right back in this football game.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Now Jackson
completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Jackson.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Hey.
Jackson.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Let's overload. 35, watch 35. 180. Finish it.
Jackson to throw.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. That is caught at the 7. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 11.
13. 180. Finish it.
Hey, check.
Jackson.
Man, that's track. That's track.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are.